You're welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Let's do business now. Now, contrary to the perception that the current hikes in inflation is caused by imported products, data from the Ghana Statistical Service clearly shows that the increasing rate of inflation is largely homemade. My colleague Nanekia Mensa Brampa has been studying the disaggregated data of the Statistical Service and explains why locally produced goods are rather the drivers of a rising rate of inflation.
So let me tell you why locally produced goods are the main cause of inflation going up. This is information from the Ghana Statistical Service, and basically they look at some 307 items they use to determine the rate of inflation. Now, out of these 307 items, 99 of these items have the highest rate of inflation with price increases greater than the 23.6% national average. Now, if we take these 99 items to look at this pie chart, a breakdown of the 99 items, we're looking at local non-food and local food, as well as imported non-food and imported food. Let me begin with the local non-food. We are looking at a percentage of 17.2%, and for local food 40.4%. Now, when you add these, both food and non-food locally produced items account for almost 58% of these 99 items that I mentioned earlier, with the highest rate of inflation. So these are the items driving inflation up 58%. Now, to imported items, imported non-food is at 25.3% and imported food also at 17.2%. When you add the non-food and the food, we are looking at some 42% there. So clearly, data from the Statistical Service shows that locally produced items are the main drivers of inflation from this chart we're looking at. And this point was forcefully made by the government statistician. Let's take a listen.
Even if you are thinking about the impact of the Russian-Ukraine war on this component, it is secondary, it is not direct. Because once it's the Russian-Ukraine war, then it's either you look at the imported food or the imported non-food. And that is the first step of the impact of the Russian-Ukraine war. And this component also, that is, if you put it together, that is the 25.3% for imported non-food and imported food 17.2%. You have in excess of 40%, which is also as impactful as the locally food items. But broadly, from locally produced items perspective, that is either food or non-food, you have 40.4 plus 17.7, which is accounting for about 57% from a locally produced items. So this is the perspective from which we think policy should direct its attention.
So the government statistician is asking for a consideration of these additional policy information when decisions are being taken, especially when it comes to the argument of whether or not imported items is the reason why inflation is up.